Hey, good morning, YouTube. What a morning it's been. Today is November 2nd, the day before the United States election for 2020. And oh my God, have I been nervous this weekend. Uncertainty was at an all-time high last week. Stocks are red multiple days. I lost almost my entire year's gains. And that was because I had bought in a bunch of stuff maybe 2 weeks ago, and stuff's just been tanking ever since then. So I'm gonna give you guys some targets for tech sector stocks that I own and that I'm holding through this crash or dip, I should say, because if you're somebody that is experienced and confident and you want to buy this dip, I think this is one of the best buying opportunities for the rest of the year. If you're still new to stocks, I would say this is a market that you want to stay out of, at least for the next 2 weeks. It's very uncertain, hard to predict, but there are some companies that look like they're about to be going up, and these are the ones that I still have. So let's just jump right into it. First on my list is Apple. If you can get that anywhere under or around $100, I think they're about to take a huge rally this week. And for the rest of the month, that's something that I would hold for. I'm going to be holding actually all 5 of these stocks for the foreseeable future. And I don't think the uncertainty is really going to go away in the market until 2021. But Apple, my next one is Zoom. If you can get Zoom anywhere under $495 right now, I bought it at $515, and I'm still very bullish on the stock in the long run. Next one is NVIDIA, NVDA. They make graphics cards, and they're one of the main companies, most heavily weighted companies in the S&P 500. They are what I like to call a classic blue chip company. They're not going out of business anytime soon. They're here to stay. They're massive. They're trading around 505 right now, and I still think that's a good buy if you can get in under 505. PayPal. They have just been taking off the past 2 years. They're mobile payments. I'm sure you know what PayPal is. They have a lot of accounts. They're expanding into Venmo and Cash App applications. I just think PayPal is the future, and if you can get them under $192 and just hang on to it for the next few months, they're going to take off. And lastly, Tesla. If you can get Tesla under $425, I think that's definitely a buy. Don't go and look into their Chinese counterpart, NIO. They're calling it the Chinese version of Tesla. But you know, Tesla has been the leader in the industry for the short span of time that electric vehicles have been being under development. And I think that their infrastructure, their future plans are just incredible, and I think that this stock is going to go to $500 to $600 in the long run. Elon Musk is very intelligent and forward thinking. They're talking about moving into India, making an entry soon. So hang on to Tesla right now. I have some recommendations for you for some other YouTubers that I watch and follow. Meet Kevin, Lucid Trading, and In the Money are all great channels for beginners and even for people with experience. I mean, don't take it from me because I don't have as much experience, but for a beginner, they've been very helpful for me, very valuable information there. And start small with your investments in order to gain confidence. You don't want to put your entire account or a big portion of it into stocks that you don't really understand yet and lose big early on. That's one of the things that can really turn people off to stock trading. And if you start small or even do some what I call paper trades, just pretend, oh, Apple hit $100 today. I'm going to pretend to buy in and then just track the stock and then see if you can find a good exit point. And even though the gains are only on paper, they're still going to give you that confidence to say, hey, I made a good decision last week. Or, oh, I made a good decision 3 months ago to hang on to the stock for the long run. It's really going up. And those are the types of things that are going to help you get your feet wet. And like I said, if you have some experience and confidence, then I would recommend getting into this market. Otherwise, just throw $100 into a trade or just play around on paper for the next couple of weeks, because anything could happen this election. I actually think whoever wins is going to take away some of the uncertainty that's in the market right now, and you might see things go green after the election. But anything can happen. This is one of those situations and times where anything can happen. COVID cases are spiking. That's what's really worrying me. If we have lockdowns, I think the economy is going to go worse. But on some of these tech stocks, they're a little bit more insulated. They've still been tanking with the rising COVID cases and the election, but I just think that the tech stocks are more insulated from some more of the risk that is facing retail, hospitality, any sort of brick and mortar companies that require exposure to the public are going to be suffering a lot more. And I also think that some of these tech stocks that I mentioned, or all these tech stocks that I mentioned, are high growth companies, and they've got a lot of room to grow in terms of their business and where they're going to expand their customer base. So just a special note on Tesla here. This is the one that's got me most worried, but also the most excited. I was up all night last night reading about Tesla, but in the end I decided to keep my long position open. And after today's gains, I believe Tesla is here to stay at 400. It's not going to go much lower than that. And it's going to sky to $500 to $600 in 2021. Unfortunately for me, my biggest options contract expires in January, so I don't know if it will sky by then, but definitely by May and June of 2021, that's when I'm expecting the market to be on another expansion cycle and the economy is going to be good. Like I said, there's a lot of uncertainty in leading into November, December, January, but after that, I think things are going to be on the up and up. And if you can stomach the chance to buy in at these lows right now and suffer some of the losses, you're going to come out of this big in the green come the springtime. So that's it for today, guys. If this brought you any value, feel free to like, send me a comment, let me know how I'm doing, and subscribe. Thanks. Peace.